What is up, everyone? Welcome to this same video that I made last year. Some of you may remember that. That was a really bad intro. Let me start again. Welcome to this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 restricteds most likely to win Worlds this year. I did this last year, if you guys don't remember, and my prediction was right. Maridon did win Worlds. Although, surprisingly, my second prediction of Shadowlight didn't actually make it to second place as I had predicted. I thought it was going to be a showdown between the two, but, you know, you can never predict with VGC. As you guys probably know, I have been taking a break from VGC competitively. It's been great because I've been able to just go to locals and stuff and just have fun, rather than worrying about, am I improving enough, am I doing that? I am taking TGC that seriously just because I've been enjoying taking it seriously. Like, it's fun to take it serious. Also, I have a bunch of friends playing TGC with me. It's been a whole blast. So yeah, that's where I've been with VGC. But I do have enough VGC experience to justify my thoughts and theories. Alright, so what are my top 10 restricteds? Number 10. And there's only one reason that I put this Pokemon in the 10th slot. Because I just don't see it being as good as everyone is thinking it's gonna be. And that is Groudon. I think Groudon, while it is a contender, it's not seeming to do well right now. At least from what I have seen, it just doesn't do well. It's great, it sets up the sun, it's a really strong ground type, but I just think that there's so many Pokemon that just don't care about ground types in the meta right now that just make it so it's just not very viable to bring Groudon. I mean, and I could be wrong. This is just predictions. I just think, also, he is still in the number 10th slot, so he's still up there. He's still up there on my list. Moving on to number 9. Number 9 is a little bit of a spicy take, here. Do I want to put a spicy take in number 8, or do I want to move it? What do you think? Okay, I figured it out. It was Eternity. It was Zacian, not Eternus. Zacian. Zacian, I think, is a very strong pick. I think it could do some really decent things. It's been showing, from what I have played around with, Zacian's very strong in a format where there's a lot of dragon types. So yeah, it seems to be really good. So Zacian, I think, is pretty high up there for number 9. Again, I put it at number 9 because I think there's just so much not going for it. Mainly Koraidon, and Koraidon is pretty up high on this list, as you'll see. So yeah, it's like, I don't think it's gonna do that all that well, but I think it could do well. It could win. It's a contender. It's up there. Number 8 is a spicy pick, being Necrozma. Specifically, Necrozma Dawnwing. I think Dawnwing might actually see some play, specifically because it is a Psy-Spam user, and there's not a lot of Pokemon out there there's not a lot of dark types, except for Incineroar in the meta, so I feel like something like that is going to kind of just clean up, potentially. So that's why it's on the list. Again, I put above Zacian, because I think it's a spicy pick for number 8. But I think it does have a legitimate chance. It's got really good stats. It's a really good Trick Room Pokemon. Speaking of Trick Room Pokemon, number 7 is another Trick Room Pokemon, being Calyrex Ice Rider. I'm putting... No, wait, no, Ludinala is supposed to be here. I put Ice Rider somewhere else. You'll see it. I think Lunala is really good. It's just slightly... It's a little more bulkier than Necrozma, hence why it's above it in the tier list. It's also being used more, its ability is a lot more useful, so it's just overall going to be a little bit better. But again, I don't think it's going to be a huge contender for Worlds here, but it might be. Number 6 is Koraidon. No, Kyogre. Wrong K word. Kyogre is very powerful and very strong, and I think it's definitely, since there's 2 restricteds allowed this time, I feel like Kyogre is going to show up on a lot of teams. Same reason why I put Dawnwing on the list here. because of that being double restricted, which means you can have a little bit of a moving stuff. So I think, and Kyogre being able to set up the rain, turning off Koraidon, which Koraidon I know is going to be very big this year. Is going to be very important, so I think it's going to be really up there. But what is above Kyogre, you may ask? Ho-Oh. Now, hold up, before you click off the video and go like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. No way Ho-Oh is a good restricted. So if we all turn back the clock a little bit, back to Regulation G, Ho-Oh was performing semi-decently, if we remember. I believe in a double restricted where Ho-Oh isn't taking your only restricted slot. It could be a really good Pokemon to be bringing to Worlds. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Ho-Oh here, and I've even tested it. It's a really strong Pokemon. It's something that can take advantage of Koraidon and threaten Koraidon all at the same time. You can also pair it up with Kyogre and have 100% accurate Hurricanes. I think he learns Hurricane. I think so. Anyways, with that, and Kyogre already does a bunch of damage, Ho-Oh is able to set the Tailwind for the Kyogre. There's not much wrong about running that, and you can run Wo-Chen to heal up the Kyogre after your Ho-Oh goes down. Ho-Oh's regenerator, so it can keep itself healthy. I think Ho-Oh is a really good thing. Again, I should have probably done this tier list in combinations, because I am going to be talking about combinations a little bit, but I'm just talking about the top 10 most likely restricteds to win Worlds. Which I think a lot of these Pokemon are going to, one of these Pokemon on the lower end are going to be with one of the higher end, if any. Now, for number 4, we're going to put Terapagos. Terapagos is did decently well at NAIC. So I think that if someone figures out how to break it, I think we have something going for us here. I also think that Terapagos is very easy to slap into a team because it can either be really, really slow and a bulky Pokemon, which no team is very disappointed about having something like that, or it's just a beast destroying everything in your opponent's on your opponent's field. Yeah, okay, I can speak. But yeah, no, I think Terapagos is very likely to be able to win Worlds because of that. That was number 4. So I think I did this tier list wrong, did I? Ooh, I think I did. Let me think. No, I didn't do it wrong. Because of something else. So number 3 is Koraidon. Koraidon, I think, is very no, number 3, scratch that. We're moving. I'm making an edit to my list right now. Koraidon is, I mean, kind of Shadow Rider is going to be number 3. I feel like Shadow Rider is really flexible, really, comparable with basically any restricted right now. But again, I think there's a lot of people preparing for it and have ways around it. So I don't think it's going to be a huge threat, as people may think, but I think it's definitely a high contender. Number 2 will be Koraidon. Koraidon, very powerful. It's a Pokemon you have to address, otherwise it's going to just tear through your whole team. And the Sun being able to power up its allies is very annoying to try to get around. The only reason I didn't put it in the number 1 slot is because number 1 is Miraidon, like I did last year. I genuinely think Miraidon is probably one of the most broken Pokemon we've ever received. And I think the only reason I put it above Koraidon is because of how much synergy Miraidon gets with Iron Hands. And Iron Hands being able to get not only Electric Terrain boost, but also a Quark Drive boost, puts it way above what Koraidon is able to do. Plus, I know that there's a lot of people that like to run Mungus, Pavana, and stuff like that. So, with Electric Terrain being able to turn off, being able to fall asleep, I think it's a very powerful Pokemon, and it's 100% probably going to win World. But, I have an honorable mention, which I believe might actually just secretly rise above all the odds. Calyrex Ice Rider. Calyrex Ice Rider is in a very interesting niche position here, where it could potentially just jump out of nowhere and just take Worlds away from everyone. I don't think it's as strong of a contender just because, I well, the reason I didn't put it on this list is because I don't think it's very top. I don't think it's top 3, but also I don't think it deserves anything lower than 10. Like, I don't think it deserves anything lower than like 4. So that's why I'm giving it a special slot. I'm calling my spicy pick. My spicy prediction is that Calyrex Ice Rider will win Worlds. Because there's a ton of ways to make Calyrex Ice Rider good. Calyrex Ice Rider doesn't have to be in Trick Room. It's a very bulky Pokemon that can just take a hit and then dish a ton of damage out. I feel like a lot of people are just not thinking about it that way. They're thinking of him as a Trick Room Pokemon when I think we need to be thinking about him as a bulky hitter that's going to just take a hit and then dish damage out. Again, that's not the best way to play a Pokemon, which is why I couldn't put him on the list. Because I just don't think he's a very high contender compared to all the other Pokemon, specifically in a double restricted. Single restricted, he was unstoppable almost. But I think in a double restricted, he's not as powerful. But yeah, I think that's my prediction for Worlds. We'll see. This Friday, I think, is when Worlds starts. Yeah, Friday. I won't. I'll maybe be streaming my reaction to Worlds. Probably not, because I just want to watch Worlds and enjoy it, not worry about having to commentate over it. But I will be reviewing Worlds, all the teams that did well, and I will be reviewing the finals, just like I did last year. So I hope you guys are excited for that, and if you are, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that, because that will be Monday next week. So a week from now. Yeah, it'll be really fun. I'm sorry that I had to drop being, a VGC streamer and stuff like that. I know that some of you guys really enjoyed it. I needed a break. But I think when Champions comes out, I will be ready to get right back into it. I don't think I'll take it serious, but I think I'll get back into the content creation of that scene. So I hope you guys are excited for that. And if you are, please subscribe. It would be very cool to me if you subscribed. Also, like the video if you did enjoy and find it. And let me know in the comments down below what you think of my tier list. Tell me that Necrozma Dawnwing is not going to make it. I put that on my list for the sheer fun of putting it on my list. That way I can put Calyrex Ice Rider where Calyrex Ice Rider is. So yeah, I think that this list is really good. Don't have any. I know I'd like mentioned 11 Pokemon, but you know, yeah, suck it up, okay, people. The reason I didn't put Ice Rider on because I'm not confident that a lot of people are looking at it. Again, I haven't looked too much into the meta. I did watch NAIC and look at some of the top teams in NAIC, but like I don't think I remember seeing a ton of Ice Rider. But I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong and you think that Ice Rider deserved to be on this list and not its own separate thing. Yeah. Let's see, what else can we talk about? What else? What else do I need to say? Oh yeah, subscribe, like, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys Monday or Tuesday if you join that stream, or tonight's stream, I don't know. We'll see you then. Until then, bye-bye.